Are you tired of watching the same old movies over and over again? Don't worry. Today, we have 8 great new movies that are worth your time. The best part is that all of these movies can be watched from the comfort of your home. To make your decision easier, I'll go through each movie's plot and share my humble opinion on them. Before we start our list, I have to say that Netflix and Prime Video are at the top of their game this week. To begin our list on the 23rd, we had Irresistible on Prime Video. This movie follows a Democratic political consultant assists a retired Marine colonel in his bid for mayor in a small Wisconsin town. This political strategist transforms the local mayoral race into a multi-million-dollar media spectacle when the folksy candidate gains national attention. It is disheartening that many miss the brilliance of this movie. The film perfectly encapsulates the U.S. election process, illustrating how candidates are created for the public, which often can't distinguish between fact and fiction. The movie offers an honest critique of political corruption, elitism, corporate media, and the failings of the progressive movement, all presented with wit and irony in true Jon Stewart fashion. On the 26th, Netflix will add Non-Negotiable, which follows Alan Binder, a skilled hostage negotiator and the best in Mexico. He faces the most crucial case of his career when the president and his lover are kidnapped. The kidnapper demands to negotiate solely with him. This film is a strange comedy thriller mashup, which is set to stream worldwide on Netflix on July 26th. In this high-stakes situation, Binder not only attempts to rescue the president, but also finds himself mediating to save his wife and marriage. On the 19th, Horizon, an American Saga, was added on iTunes and Prime Video. Horizon explores the lure of the Old West and how it was won and lost through the blood, sweat, and tears of many. The film spans the 4 years of the Civil War from 1861 to 1865, taking viewers on an emotional journey across a country at war with itself. This journey is experienced through the lens of families, friends, and foes, all trying to discover what it truly means to be the United States of America. I enjoyed the movie overall and hope the sequential ones are released. I believe it would have been better as a limited series on television given the many different stories it tells. While Kevin Costner's vision revolved around the big screen, an episodic format could have explored these stories in greater depth. The actors were great, and the storylines were easy to follow. I love all of Kevin Costner's movies and look forward to seeing how the various stories converge. On the 19th, THELMA will also be available on Prime Video and iTunes. THELMA puts a clever spin on movies like Mission Impossible, spotlighting an elderly grandmother as an unlikely action hero. With infectious humor, Margolin employs familiar action genre tropes in hilarious, age-appropriate ways to tackle aging with agency. In her first leading film role of her 70-year career, Squibb portrays the strong-willed Thelma with grit and determination, proving she is more than capable of taking care of business despite what her daughter Gail, son-in-law Alan, or grandson Danny might believe. It's refreshing to see older folks meeting the challenges of aging and showing that they can still lead meaningful lives, regardless of their well-meaning family's concerns. It's been literal years since I last laughed out loud throughout an entire movie. I definitely wouldn't have believed I would discover one of my favorite movies today. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with new releases. Now, let's get back to the video. On the 27th, Netflix will add Wicked Little Letters. Wicked Little Letters follows 2 neighbors, the deeply conservative Edith Swan and the rowdy Irish migrant Rose Gooding. When Edith and other residents begin receiving wicked letters filled with unintentionally hilarious profanities, foul-mouthed Rose is accused of the crime. The anonymous letters prompt a national uproar, leading to a sensational trial. However, as the town's women, led by police officer Gladys Moss, begin their own investigation, they suspect that something is amiss and Rose might not be the culprit after all. The production values are impressive, with many varied characters and penetrating camera work that highlights quirky events and augments moods and emotions. The pacing is well managed, making the film as entertaining as it gets. Be prepared for pervasive cussing, which is integral to the storyline based on a true story. Despite that, it offers moments of laughter, serious personal issues, and engaging sleuthing. On the 23rd, Prime Video added Bob Marley, One Love. This movie celebrates the life and music of an icon who inspired generations with his message of love and unity. For the first time on the big screen, discover Bob Marley's powerful story of overcoming adversity and the journey behind his revolutionary music. In 1976, amidst armed political conflict affecting daily life in Jamaica, Bob Marley announces a concert, Smile Jamaica, to promote peace among the warring factions. Marley's music greatly influenced the world, spreading a message of justice, freedom, and unity rooted in his Rastafarian beliefs. This 2024 film, focusing on the final years of his life, features an excellent performance by Kingsley Ben-Adir as Bob Marley. While the film feels a bit rushed and seems made primarily to pay tribute to the singer, it captures the essence of Marley's spirit. The performances are outstanding, and the filmmakers successfully evoke the atmosphere they aimed for. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire was added on Netflix on the 22nd of July. The movie follows the Spengler family, who return to the iconic New York City firehouse to team up with the original Ghostbusters, who have developed a top-secret research lab to elevate ghost busting. However, the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, compelling both new and old Ghostbusters to join forces to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. This sequel is very well done, paying homage to the original. I thoroughly enjoyed the returning cast, who brought the characters to life in a unique way only they could. Despite what the naysayers claim, this was a very good movie. It is a must-watch for nostalgic Ghostbusters fans. While it has its flaws, it also emphasizes family values, and it is nice seeing the original team back to help out. On the 23rd, Bad Boys: Ride or Die was added on iTunes and Prime Video. The movie follows Miami detectives Mike Lowry and Marcus Burnett investigate corruption within the Miami PD when a late Captain Conrad Howard is posthumously accused of being involved with drug cartels. However, a setup turns them into fugitives, forcing them to work outside the law to solve the case. Bad Boys: Ride or Die continues the formula of the previous three films, but that's not a bad thing. The action is top-notch, intense, and over the top. The humor, while a bit goofier than usual, is still present and adds enough emotional weight to keep you gripped. Although some of the goofier parts don't work as well, the dynamic between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence remains electric. If you are a fan of any of the previous Bad Boys films, there's no reason you wouldn't enjoy this installment.